had made a video talking about abortion right of unmarried women in India. And that particular video actually dealt with an interim order that the Supreme Court had passed in a case whereby it allowed an unmarried woman to undergo abortion even after the statutory period had expired. The final judgment in that case was delivered by the Supreme Court on 29th of September. And in today's video, I'm actually going to talk about some of the key observations that the Supreme Court made in that case. The first and the most important observation that the Supreme Court made relates to the marital rape. So the Supreme Court said that as far as MTP Act, that is the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, is concerned, then the term rape should include marital rape, so as to avoid forceful pregnancies, which actually happen in case of a lot of marriages in India. Now, it's a very interesting observation, especially in view of the fact that marital rape is still not recognized as an offense in India. So the Supreme Court has definitely opened up new avenues as far as the debate and discussion on the question of marital rape is concerned, by allowing the definition of rape in MTP to include marital rape. The second important aspect of this judgment is the inclusive approach that the Supreme Court adopted by saying that the term woman, as far as MTP Act and this particular judgment is concerned, is not limited to those who are born as females and who continue to identify themselves as females. That is the term cis women, but it also includes every other person who identifies themselves as a female or those who have the needs of the female sex. So the Supreme Court has actually adopted a very inclusive approach by incorporating people of different genders into the definition of MTP Act. The third important aspect of this judgment is obviously the unmarried and the married woman thing, where the Supreme Court has said that no difference has to be made between a married and an unmarried woman as far as the right to abortion is concerned. And the last very important judgment, which actually is the practical reality of the society, is when a woman goes for abortion, then the medical practitioners themselves ask a lot of questions and they put the women through so much of scrutiny that it becomes a very cumbersome process. So the Supreme Court has said that the medical practitioners should not impose any extra condition on a woman when she comes for abortion. So obtaining consent of the family members or getting permission of the court, etc., are some of the things that a medical practitioner should not subject a woman to. So this judgment is definitely a landmark judgment as far as the reproductive rights and the abortion rights of a woman is concerned, because the Supreme Court has actually recognized in a way that reproductive autonomy and bodily autonomy of a woman is part of Article 21 of the Constitution.